man walks into a crowded room, he doesn't announce himself, doesn't tell jokes or slapbacks. He simply stands there, silent, scanning the space with steady eyes. Within minutes, conversations pause, heads turn, people gravitate toward him without knowing why. He hasn't said a word. That's not charisma you can fake. That's not confidence you can buy at a seminar. That's aura, and it's the most powerful force in human interaction. Here's what nobody tells you about presence. Most people are walking contradictions. They say one thing, their body screams another. Their words promise confidence, but their energy reeks of desperation. It's like watching someone try to convince you they're a lion while dressed in a sheep costume. We've been sold a lie that magnetism comes from being louder, flashier, more aggressive. So we see people peacocking, talking more, dominating conversations, forcing their presence into every space. But true magnetic aura works the opposite way. It pulls people in without effort, like gravity. The Stoics understood something we've forgotten. Your aura isn't built by what you show the world. It's built by what you've mastered within yourself. And Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king who ruled the most powerful empire on earth, had cracked this code. Let me show you the 5 rare Stoic habits that create this magnetic presence. 1. Voluntary discomfort. Marcus Aurelius would sleep on the floor of his palace, not because he couldn't afford a bed. He was literally the richest man in the world, but because he chose discomfort deliberately. Think of your comfort zone like a prison made of silk. It feels nice, but it's still a prison. Every time you choose the easy path, the comfortable option, the convenient route, you're shrinking, and people sense this. They smell the softness on you. Here's your practice. Once a day, choose the harder option when the easier one is available. Take the cold shower instead of hot. Walk instead of drive. Skip the dessert you're craving. Sit in silence instead of scrolling. This isn't about punishment. It's about building an internal fortress. When someone can throw any circumstance at you and you remain unshaken, you emit an energy that makes people lean forward. They don't know why, but they respect you before you've said a word. 2. Strategic silence. There's a story about Cato the Younger at a Senate meeting. A rival senator attacked him verbally for nearly an hour, hurling insults, questioning his ancestry, mocking his policies. The entire Senate waited for Cato's response. He said nothing. He simply looked at the man with complete neutrality, then turned to address the actual issue at hand, as if the tirade never happened. The rival senator's power evaporated. Cato's silence was louder than any rebuttal could have been. Most people fill every gap with noise because silence makes them uncomfortable. They explain themselves constantly, justify their decisions, defend their choices. This desperation to be understood is like blood in the water. It attracts predators. The practice is simple but brutal. When someone attacks you, insults you, or tries to provoke you, pause for 3 full breaths before responding. Often, you'll find you don't need to respond at all. Silence isn't empty. It's full of power. A person who can be comfortable in silence while others squirm is someone who controls the frame of every interaction. That's magnetic. 3. Emotional alchemy. Marcus wrote in his meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." Most people are emotional pinballs, bouncing off whatever hits them. Someone cuts them off in traffic, angry for an hour. Someone doesn't text back, anxious all evening. Bad news arrives. Their whole day is ruined. But here's the secret the Stoics discovered. Emotions are not things that happen to you. They're things that happen within you based purification. Think of your mind like an alchemist's laboratory. Raw experiences come in as lead, neutral, meaningless events. Your interpretation is the process that transforms them into either gold or poison. Here is a simple practice. When something bad happens today, immediately ask, how is this serving me? Not in a delusional way, but genuinely. Traffic makes you late, more time to think. Someone rejects you, they just saved you time. Project fails, now you know what doesn't work. People with this habit emit an aura of unshakability. Nothing seems to rattle them. And in a world where everyone is constantly rattled, the person who stays centered becomes magnetic by default. 4. Memento mori. Marcus kept a skull on his desk. When he returned from military campaigns, victorious and praised by thousands, he'd look at that skull to remember, you will die. All of this is temporary. This sounds morbid, but it's the opposite. When you truly internalize that your time is limited, you stop wasting energy on nonsense. You stop caring what Karen from accounting thinks about your shoes. You stop getting worked up over trivialities. Death awareness is like a filter that removes 90% of the garbage most people stress about. Every morning, before you check your phone, sit for 60 seconds and genuinely contemplate that this day might be your last. Not in a fearful way, in a clarifying way. Then ask, knowing this, how do I want to show up today? This habit creates an aura of gravitas. People sense you're operating on a different frequency. You're present, focused, deliberate, while everyone else is scattered across 1,000 meaningless concerns. You're concentrated. That concentration is felt. 5. The inner citadel. Marcus called it the inner citadel, an unassailable fortress within your mind that no external force can breach. Here's what this means practically. You build a version of yourself that's completely independent of external validation. Your worth isn't tied to your bank account, your relationship status, your social media likes, or what anyone thinks of you. Most people are houses of cards. One strong wind of criticism or rejection and they collapse. But when you've built an inner citadel, you're a stone fortress. Storms come and you remain. The practice is the hardest. Regularly do things you believe are right even when they make you unpopular. Speak the truth when lying would be easier. Stand alone when the crowd goes the other direction. Say no when everyone expects yes. Each time you do this, you add another stone to your citadel. And here's the paradox. The less you need approval, the more magnetic you become. People are drawn to those who don't need them, repelled by those who do. Conclusion. When you combine these 5 habits, something shifts. You stop trying to impress people and start impressing them accidentally. You stop seeking attention and start commanding it naturally. You stop forcing your presence and start having people gravitate toward you. This was Marcus Aurelius's secret. He wasn't magnetic because he was emperor. He became emperor and stayed respected because he was magnetic. The man ruled through plague, war, betrayal, and loss. He had every reason to break, to become bitter, to let the pressure corrupt him. But he remained a center of calm authority that people couldn't help but respect. That's not genetics. That's not luck. That's the result of daily practices that forge an unshakable core. Start with one habit today, just one. Master it for 30 days before adding another. This isn't a sprint. It's the work of building yourself into someone even you would respect. And when you do, you won't need to announce your presence anymore. People will feel it the moment you enter the room.